now live here in San Martinho de Portugal at the Meetup on a Wednesday afternoon. And it's a beautiful afternoon here. We've been hearing of Baddy's adventures. Should I call them adventures?
Yeah.
Sometimes disappointments dealing with. There seems to be a sort of conspiracy of inefficiency. But the main thing we heard there is that the main difficulty you've had is with your lender, right?
Yes.
The 6 months you didn't hear anything and the application got lost.
No. We've been pushing through all along, and we've been going through the hoops and everything.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden it reached a point where, oh, your application has vanished.
Right.
And they had to start again.
Okay.
I mean,
and that is what you did. You started again from scratch.
No. They had to just basically redo everything that we had already done.
Right.
And I mean, they have all the certification and all the paperwork and everything.
Yeah.
So we don't have to go and get that again.
Yes.
And but yeah, they had to basically start again.
Yeah. Well, and you I did ask you this, but we're on a different recording now.
Yeah.
How you've coped with that for people who want to come and buy a house in Portugal. What's from your unique position now and rather laboured and difficult position? What would you say to them?
Buy cash.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay, so not going through the lending process will be a huge advantage.
Yeah, or get it in. Get your ducks in before in advance.
Yeah. Before you even settle.
Yeah, I mean, get a bank to say, okay, have them pre-approve you.
Yes.
For a mortgage.
Yes.
That can be done.
Right.
It's just that we had a problem with the sellers. We wanted to change bank applications and apply to a different bank.
Yes.
And they said no, they wouldn't start the process again.
Who said that?
The sellers of the house.
Oh, right. Okay.
Thinking it would delay things even further. And I'm pretty sure that if we had done that at that point, another bank would have given us the mortgage already and it would be done.
Yes.
But that was 6 months ago, and we're still here waiting for the escritura.
How is your relationship with the sellers?
Great, because we fixed it.
Right.
They've been paid. They just have to repay us back the mortgage when
wow.
we just had to do something to take the sting out the weight.
Uh-huh.
And ensure that they don't lose out on the house that they were going for.
Yeah.
And just to keep everything in, because we had too many eggs in the baskets.
Yes. Yeah, clearly.
So
well, I don't know what else to say apart from this is we're in the habit now, aren't we, when you and I speak, of just saying hang on in there.
Well,
you'll get there in the end.
Yeah. We were supposed to know by today when the escritura is supposed to happen.
Right.
Not yet.
Could you just say what that is again? What is that process?
Escritura. It's the deed.
Right. Okay. And the assignment of the deed from the original
Sellers
owners to you.
To the buyers and the bank finalizing the loan.
And psychologically for you, that will be the last step.
Yeah. Basically, yeah. That's the begin. That's the last step of the sale.
Yeah.
And the purchase of and then we just pay the mortgage.
Yes. Yeah.
But yeah, that's the last step for this.
Wow. Okay. So that's the bureaucracy, the challenge out of the way. Tell us what it's like living in Central Portugal, where you can see the Serra da Estrela Mountains. What's that like?
It's beautiful.
Yeah, I bet. All worthwhile, right?
It's so peaceful.
Yes.
But you can say that about so many places.
Yes.
In Portugal, about everywhere. It's been raining since I came back from Iceland.
Yes.
So I haven't really explored my closest vicinity of the house or the village.
Yeah.
Just driven past a few things and going shopping and all that. But yeah, I'm looking forward to exploring. I'm looking forward to finding a Praia Fluvial.
Yes.
And
that's a river beach for anyone who doesn't know that expression. Okay.
And just basically get to know.
There they are.
Walks and things.
There they are. This is that other camera sitting there, and this is this one. This camera here is me. Three cameras.
Let's just checking in. We'll mute T-Duck up, but we've got a nice extra view of San Martinho de Portugal. Isn't that beautiful? And an adjustment to living in the remote parts of Portugal like that. Remember to buy enough food and milk and stuff because it's a long way to the shops, right?
Not really.
It's not. No. Okay, but it's a car-based life.
It's a car-based life, yes.
Yeah.
You do need a car when living in a tiny village somewhere in the mountains. But yeah, I mean, it's 7 kilometers to Serra.
Oh, Sayers, fantastic. Home of the famous cheese.
Yes, and there we have supermarkets. It's a little further to Oliveira de Hospital.
Yes.
This year it's close by,
Bizia. Okay, yeah. Lovely part of the world. I remember Oliveira de Hospital. I've
And-
been there. Yeah, love it there.
and I really look forward to exploring this year and GuMPer and the rest of the places. And I definitely will not be going skiing, but that's because I don't ski.
But that's possible, isn't it? That's possible. Is that unusual for an Icelandic person not to ski?
Sort of, yeah, but
Right.
I have my excuses.
Okay, and you won't be taking the hobby up here in Portugal.
No,
But you've got
unfortunately.
that Vodafone ski resort, haven't you? Not far from you, on
Yeah.
the top of the Serra da Estrela Mountains.
Yes, there's a
Where it
ski
actually
resort there.
snows in Portugal as well. So beautiful days to come then. We get all of the paperwork behind you.
Yeah.
And you'll have the house properly in your name, as you've been wanting to do for months now. And you'll be able to enjoy a glorious summer, I suspect, in Central Portugal in that mountain range.
Maybe.
Find your river beach.
I'm going to find the river beach, that's for sure. I don't know whether I'll be there for the hottest months of the year.
Oh, okay. So you might have a little
I might be back in Iceland then.
Oh,
So-
okay. All right. But the plan was always to find somewhere remote, was it, in Portugal? Is that the idea?
Well, the plan was to find somewhere affordable where my son can start his goldsmith workshop,
Yeah.
and basically, yeah, the rest will have to fall into place.
And at some point we'll be able to buy this jewelry, will we, online? Is that the idea as well?
Yes,
Right, okay. Is there a brand name we should look out for?
Michael's
Jewelry,
Michael's with a K.
as in the Icelandic.
Yes, the Icelandic
Brilliant.
version.
Can you spell that whole thing for us of Michael's then?
He's just got he hasn't started the website.
Oh, okay.
yet.
So we need to watch out for that.
Yeah, I'll
Okay.
have to advertise it later when he's actually got a site to
All right.
explore.
So finally, then, the advice has always been to be Portuguese about it, be a bit more laid back, and not to expect the efficiency you might be accustomed to. In Iceland, there are 300,000 people. You told me things get done pretty quickly, don't they? If you need something done, it can be done fairly straightforwardly.
When I bought my last apartment in Iceland, I think I put in my offer, or we reached an agreement in around the 2nd of September,
Mhm.
and by the 13th of October, I was moved in, and the bank and the mortgage and everything sorted.
That's amazing. That's unlikely to be happening here in Portugal, right? So you've gone to the other end of the spectrum of how these things can work.
Yeah.
You've adjusted. You've had to adjust.
Absolutely.
And your advice to people is to get with that program, and but clearly there's something about Portugal that's made it all worthwhile, right? What are those things?
The weather, the people, the culture, the food.
Mm.
Do you want me to carry on?
Yes. No, that's a very exhaustive and comprehensive list there, but I think people get the idea, don't they?
Yeah. And then also the variety.
Yeah.
I think you can do anything here.
Okay.
I think so.
What you as in feel free and live your life as you would like to live.
Yeah. And I'm sure you can find any hobby. I mean, if my son wanted to take up Viking swordsmanship, he
Yeah, this
probably could.
afternoon,
He'd
yeah.
find someone.
It's funny that, isn't
Somewhere.
it? Even a population of 10 or 11 million people, you can find these what would we
Weird and
call them?
wonderful
Weird
hobbies.
and wonderful hobbies. It's true. You're absolutely right. And a message to say that her Viking bar may well be opening this spring. So Viking swordplay might be fine for your son
She
later on
needs to
this year.
meet my Tristan. They need to meet.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, Baddy, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Really appreciate you being here and talking with us. We'll have a look at the view of the beach, and I wish you well.
Thank
Hopefully
you.
that. So it could be today. Today could be the day where the paperwork gets done, or it was meant to be today.
That the paperwork gets an appointment to be done.
One step at a time, then.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Brilliant. Well, all the best with it. Boa sorte. Good luck to you.
Thank you.
And thank you for coming
Thank
to see us at the meetup today. I've lost
for
track of
having
my
me.
mouse there. So yeah, all the best to you and the family, and all the best for the new year.
Thank you.
All
You
right,
too.
ciao.